Muhammad, Brawler Sports Media in the building. About to go live here soon, guys, for the upcoming final press conference again for Terrence Bud Crawford versus Showtime Shawn Porter. As you can see behind me, all the media seats. Team Porter sits here, and you got the media up here. You got Team Crawford is over there. So be right back with more, guys. Don't go nowhere. Remember, I bring it to you. Subscribe. Go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, please. Hit the like button. Also hit that alarm so you get hit the alert button so you get those content notifications, if you will. All right, I'll be right back. We'll go live on Facebook. Let's do it. Who with me? Also, I want you to type in who you picking this coming weekend too. Let's go, champs. Live press conference here. Brawler Sports Media in the building. Rick Muhammad. I'm here with my man, the Wilder Hater. We got something for y'all when this is over. Excuse me, but sorry.
Porter here, Terrence there. Okay. Thanks, Evan.
Terrence, go to the left side now.
But boxing on your back foot, how is that going to take into effect? You still going to be able to sit on your punches, catch him with the uppercuts like you like to throw, because you know he's coming forward. He's going to try to stay in your chest, smother you. True.
What goes into the decision as far as you fighting southpaw and orthodox? Is it just something that you just feel in the ring?
He got BMF on his wallet.
Why do you feel Porter's gonna be your toughest fight? Well, he mentioned that for you. You put words in your mouth? Attested to?
Do you think it's going to be?
Each and every fight that I've fought in the past, especially in the toughest fight, so I can't say Porter is going to be my toughest fight.
Terrence, what has been your toughest fight so far, in your opinion?
I would say
And what about those that made it different than all the other matches you've had? A little excited by being at home for the first time? Yeah. And then what was it about the Kavalowskis? Do you think it was a knockdown? What mean machine?
Terrence.
I don't, but my email is fire.
What you think about Jose Benavidez saying that he's been with you, he's fought Shawn, and Shawn don't have nothing for you?
But
Hey, what was it? I was going to ask you. I'm Dan Ranger, by the way. I'm running for the ring. We just put on the bus together after Canelo and Saunders fight. It was like that night when you fought in the Canelo Saunders fight. You had known that you were going to be on the team, but hadn't been announced yet.
Dallas. Yes, I was just keeping it secret, just like this top rank thing. And it was actually crazy because I was flying up to Dallas that day, and they called me saying I was going to that Olympics. So I'm going into my professional fighting.
So now that you're, you got this over there, Olympics strategy.
I believe it is probably have the same problem.
So what was your process for fights? You had fights, and then you just put them into the fights.
How you looking, camp coach?
What are your thoughts about that?
I mean, there was some really big guys. Andre the Love was like 200 pounds.
Really?
And I was sparring with
Oh, might be a good one.
I just feel like top rank was not only me, but my brothers directly as well. I feel like we are one of the prospects that, is coming out there big, I would say. And I feel like any other prospects,
Now they say you're going to be on the December 11th Madison Square Garden card with the Jake Glasses. Are you on there also?
both of them.
How do you feel about being on that? That's a big show, Madison Square Garden, live ESPN.
I've been on Canelos and stuff like that, so I'm just really excited to fight, honestly. I don't really let the hype get to me. I just fight. I really just focus on the fight. Of course, I want to go on the card and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm pretty focused on the fight. And stuff you see every day.
Who else is pursuing? I know Eddie, I'm sure.
Natural and stuff like that. Exactly.
So the same you're a rare younger fighter, and your brother also. Well, you guys fought, a handful of fights before you
Jab, right hand, come straight in.
as opposed to how did you feel about it?
You gonna push him back?
There's a lot of film to look at.
Relying on yourself,
And I understood exactly what you were saying. I just kept fighting. I'm supposed to be a little bit better than the previous thing. It just is what it is. But when you take a look at
So he said that. What's your thought about doing
It was a good experience, I would say. Now I'm getting a taste of being independently and doing it inside. So, if I ever want to get back to it, then I would feel like better. Freelancing, being independent is definitely, I would say, like, also a smart for us too.
That says a lot. That says a lot, right
Shawn,
there.
do you?
These guys are not even main event fighters yet. All these guys are doing it.
your mom managing you? And are you training with mother? But you weren't doing that for the first fight. Who was with you the first time?
I coached that first night, first starts and
But you're going to be with Ryan and officers and...
Oh, yeah, definitely. Our coach still going to be around, but like I said...
Hey, Shawn. Hey, Shawn, what you think of...
It's our second week with them. We've been with them for years, Terrence Crawford for years before we even decided on working.
What do you guys live in? I know you're from Virginia. You live in Norfolk. You live in Norfolk also? But you guys are from DC area.
I live, me and my little brother lived in DC area for about 3 years.
Gotcha. That's why I was So but you're down, but you're in Norfolk. And just real quick then about what are your general expectations for your season? I know you all want to win
Hey, Shawn,
don't shoot the messenger. I just spark with them. He's definitely gonna bring that spark to where people expect to smart to
He just chilling.
Good shape, ready to go.
He's not fighting. One other question for you. You are, by signing with Hopper, and Richard also signed with Hopper. Hopper now signed the entire Tokyo United
Hey, Shawn, you've been in the ring with Errol, who's a southpaw for 12 rounds. In the 11th round, you got clipped with a hook on the inside. That seems to be Terrence Crawford's specialty, the hooks on the inside. What have you done to prevent that from happening again in this fight?
A lot of people come to me about things and we just discuss certain things.
Combat.
And I guess we all felt the same way, I would say.
Now, Richard said to me before this press conference,
Carrying your hands.
part of all the what are your thoughts about that?
They got all Olympians from 2012 that's still in the top. It's still 2020.
Somebody.
We have now. I should have made a big real soon. So let's make it happen.
I wish you both the best luck in the pro endeavors. Look forward to seeing you. I'll be there December 11th.
Thanks, man.
All right, man. But appreciate you, man. But definitely just want to get some insight of what's going on in that DMV area, man, in Virginia. What's coming out of Virginia, along with you and your brothers?
In terms of what? What's going on?
Like far as other fighters, and we'll put it like this: GMT in the red corner. We focus on the hood, the barbershop, stuff like this. And you just mentioned about adding flavor to top rank. They got Shakur, you got the Abdullah Mason, all that's coming out of there. What you gonna add to it?
We gonna add that real shit.
That's what I want to see.
Like I said, we gonna be the fighters that people actually gonna really see us in the building. Not just about us fighting, it's about being present.
Right.
We bring that flavor, that true shit. Like we sell it. From now on to world champions, retired, the first time that fighters that people want to see and outside.
Now this is my question. Now you fighting at what weight?
Lightweight.
135. All right, 135. Everybody talking about this one going up, leaving, going up to 140. Let's keep it all the way real. How long is it gonna be before you press Bob? Be like, look, man, give me Devin Haney. Give me this one. Ooh, boy, because a lot of people ducking Lomachenko. But they saying Haney ducking him. They had the little meeting and said he ducking him. A few other people ducking him. So you want that smoke? Hey, man, no, we ain't here to bash. Right.
That's what Tiafimo did to your gym.
Do 140 now.
One-on-one with
135 no more.
my man.
You ready to get down with it?
Much respect, baby. Do your thing. Get that Lomo fight.
Like you know you like to tiptoe now. You gonna have to box him in to get him now.
A lot of followers.
Like I said, take your time, brother.
And the thing about my brothers is what y'all don't know is y'all don't know them. So when y'all see them fight, it's gonna be a big shock.
What you think about Keith Thurman's inactivity?
So you just said, oh, Tiafimo, you got the boxing ring. We not worried about Tiafimo ass. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't know him. He's a southpaw, 6 foot, power. Like, y'all gonna see what y'all gonna see.
At 140 about to get crazy at 140, bro.
Real shit.
But what I'm saying is, you got 140, you got Tio going to 140, Haney going. Talk about he can't make 135 to go. He going to 1. Tank want to play in 140. Everybody want to play in 140. You know what I'm saying? You got money to make over there, cuz. Huh, bro?
Facts.
That's what's up, bro. Hey, man, like I said, I'm gonna wait to see y'all, bro. Do y'all think? All right, bro.
Just a quick,
All right, champ. Let's go, champ.
just on fight hype.
Kenny Porter. Got my man Blue from Blue Blood Sports here. What's happening, baby? My man. We at work, doing what we do. Strength and conditioning coach for my man Porter. What's happening, baby? My man. Much respect. Much respect.
He over here. You gotta go backwards and you gotta do this. Like, wait a minute.
Does that piss you off that a lot of people in the media look at Shawn, great fighter, two-time world champion, but they'll say, oh, well, Errol Spence has to beat him to get to Spence, and Crawford. Crawford's got to beat him. And, it's kind of like he's like a stepping stone in a lot of people's eyes. And you guys find that disrespectful?
No, I never even thought about that. We go back to the biggest part of this. There's a certain amount of money that they probably shot for the fight. He's going to get away from losing or a draw. He's going to get that money. That's part of the business. So, with that being the case, I'm not looking at somebody's opinion on the internet whether I should take this fight or not. I don't take this fight because it looked like we're going to be established. This is great business decision for us. Right? So that's part of what we have to deal with. The other part of it is this. Even Terrence thinks that there's some kind of stepping stone. You got to prove that shit.
Right.
You got to prove that. Not only do you have to prove that, but with an understanding that one of the judges against Errol Spence gave us 8 rounds. I don't know how the hell the other judges thought he only won 4 rounds, but one of us gave us 8. So we in the fight. You know what I mean? In the Kell Brook fight, right? We got held 70 sometimes in the first 10 rounds. Utterly ridiculous. It got to a point where I'm asking my other coach, is there a talk to the referee, right? So Kell Brook was never warned about the holding the entire fight. When you fight Adrian Brawner and he gets a point taken away from him for holding, take another look at that from a different angle and say, hey, Shawn goes to the UK. Do you think Shawn could have held Kell Brook and not got disqualified? He'd have been disqualified. He'd have been disqualified. But then there's the double standard. If Shawn had been holding Kell Brook, everybody in the United States would have booed Shawn because everybody has a perception he's got to fight a certain way in order to be successful. So if he's holding, he can't be successful. So there's the double standard there as well. So the opinions, that's what I talked about when I was at 38. That's what boxing is.
My last question. Shawn's obviously a much better boxer than he is a golfer. When he wins on Saturday night, will he replace my GoPro that he broke with his golf swing?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Absolutely.
I got it on camera. Yeah, he broke my GoPro with his golf ball, so yeah, all right.
We done.
Can we get a drop real quick from you, baby? Rick Muhammad, Brawlers Sports Media.
How you doing? I'm gonna go right here, man. I'll hit you with the elbow.
And got my man E. Come on over.
He look too young to be here.
So what exactly is the game plan for you guys coming up Saturday night? I know you had a good camp. You had some good sparring going on and everything.
I like that. I can see myself.
Yeah.
The game plan.
Look like Shaft. Super fly.
Wow, he went there on me. Okay.
The 70s, baby.
Yeah, he went there on me. We doing what? It's a double jab and a straight right?
Right hand.
Okay. We're using a double jab. We're going to use the double jab and a straight right hand. That's what we're going to do. We're going to bust his ass. Yeah. That's my best. That's Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
It's the best Eddie Murphy. Camp was good. Sparring was good.
You know what? If there was one thing about the camp that I wasn't, thrilled, happy about, and I keep that real. People ask the same question all the time. They say, how was the camp? And then you get the same answer. The camp was great. Everybody say that, right? Nah. The one thing was we didn't get the sparring that I really wanted. We got sparring, no doubt. But the guy we're fighting, we needed more.
Is that because they wasn't available, the people that you wanted?
I got some things. Okay, put it this way. I wanted some more high-level guys who could switch. I only had one really good one, and he was good at it, but he was lighter in weight. So he's only like 145 pounds.
Okay.
But he was really good at it. He's actually my fighter, but he's really good at it.
Right.
But he's only 145 pounds. Then plus, Shawn don't want to hit our guy that hard,
right.
We got some work with Andre Durrell. We got some work with Caleb Plant. We probably got a dozen rounds with Caleb Plant. We got a good 6 out of Andre Durrell. We got some work with Dennis Douglin. We got work with Tank.
Okay.
But it wasn't like we got to work with Andre Durrell for a whole entire week or 2 weeks, or we got to work with Tank for 2 weeks or anything, or we got to work with Dennis for, it was like guys were switching in and out. Now, the only thing I can say in defense of that, not necessarily defense, but on the other side of that is Terrence probably had the same problem. You can't find a Shawn Porter. So we couldn't find a Terrence Crawford. If there's any one thing that I looked at in the camp that stands out, we couldn't find a Terrence Crawford to spar with, but he couldn't find a Shawn Porter. So.
What were you looking for in those extra sparring partners if you could have got it? Was it speed? Was it power? What were you looking for out of those spots?
In my guy, I had everything except he wasn't as big and strong as needed. My guy was able to switch. He switched sides seamlessly. And he goes from righty to southpaw. He would do the southpaw, and he gave us really good work.
Just wanted to be bigger. Yeah.
I needed bigger guys. Shawn needed bigger guys. He's a strong guy, and he just keep coming at guys. So he was wearing my guy down. I switch other guys out and things like that, and it's no knock against anybody. Everybody gave what they could give, but again, Terrence probably should have had the same problem. He didn't find Shawn Porter.
When you have a fighter like Terrence that'll switch styles, how does that impact the Porter or any other fighter that you're training to go on the offense when they have this opponent over here switching styles? How does that impact you guys?
I'm not going to say it impacts us in a negative way. If that's where you. No, I'm just saying if that's where you. If a guy has the ability, and Terrence does, to switch and be a southpaw, switch and be a right-hander, and he does it well on both sides, he's a great fighter. That makes him great. Not a lot of people can do that, right? But the problem that they may incur is if you come in contact with someone who's been trained since they were this big, that when you switch, they have a certain thing they've been doing all of these years. Whereas everybody else you've been fighting are looking at your switch and trying to figure out, okay, what's he going to do now? But I got one guy that I've been working on this with since he's this big, right? He switched. You know what you're supposed to do right here, right? So we expect the muscle memory just to kick in for something that he's been trained to do all of his life.
Long time.
Teddy, do you think, has Shawn's role as an analyst, do you think that's helped him at all in the ring with the way he approaches fights?
He says it has. I think it became a problem for us. I think it became a problem, not that he was away too much or anything like that. It's great. It never came a problem like that. I think it became a problem for us. Sometimes you're doing something in the gym and he wants to tell me, what I saw right here in this particular situation, I need to be moving this way. And I said, okay, listen, are you analyzing or are you going to box today? Well, I'm just saying that, we're a team. So from my perspective of right here, and I'm like, this dude being an analyst right now, right? I said, I'll tell you what, here's what I want you to do. Since that's what you're going to do, Shawn. I said, here's what I want you to do. Tomorrow when we come, I'm going to let you take over this workout session today. But tomorrow when we come back, I'm going to need you to follow up on the things we did today tomorrow and build off of them, and then the next day, and build off of those into the next day, and then build off of those into next week. I ain't gonna be able to do all that. I said, okay, then let me go ahead and be this coach, right? Because that's what people don't understand in this situation. See, the things that I got you doing on Monday, I have to still continue to do those, build on that foundation on Tuesday, right? And then I have to continue to build on that.
Keep growing and growing.
And then Thursday, right? And then, since Shawn is in excellent shape, he doesn't work out on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. You're off that weekend. When we come back Monday, I got to start all over again because some of those things may have been forgotten, right?
Yeah.
How many boxers going to want to do that? They're not going to want to do that.
Right.
No. So you don't want to take that role on as to be a coach, right? You don't want to be that guy.
Right.
You just can't be that guy that says, oh, my wait is over, but I'm going to lie to myself and say, no, you can't lie to yourself, dude. I need to see your weight, right? I need to see it. The coach needs to see it, right? How much you drinking. I need to know how much you're eating. Are you eating on time? Are you resting?
Right.
Boxers can't do that.
Right.
How much rest did you get last night?
They have to be monitored. That's part of coaching.
You need someone to oversee those things.
Absolutely.
Did you hear anything in Bud's voice from the press conference? Any psychological edge? Because I thought I did. his tone?
Actually,
Timid speaking.
Actually, when you started with the questions, I was just going to ask you what you picked up out of it. I was going to ask you. So go ahead and tell me what you got.
No, because maybe it could have been Shawn since he's been training as a commentator. His voice sounds so strong and for sure.
Oh, okay.
And then Buzz was very weak and timid. I don't know if that's his character.
I don't think weak and timid go in the same sentence with that man. I squared up with him. You heard about that, right?
Yeah, I heard
I mean, like, we was closer than me and you.
But the psychological,
and it was dark.
Right.
When nobody else there.
But the psychological warfare.
That was a killer, man.
Right, I understand
flat
that.
out. Like, he did not back down. He balled up over his fist. He looked at me, and he's still here like this.
That's what we want. That's what we want against Shawn.
That's what we want.
Because we can force him into mistakes with a double jab and a right hand down the
jab, right hand. You heard it.
And then
you heard it right here.
Once he try to switch and throw some, we want to throw him so we can get close to him.
Nice. Just so y'all know,
we want him to.
We have a history. He's given me tips before. I respect what he's saying. I'm not playing with him. I
respect what he's saying. So I take all of that into account. My mother used to say, you can learn something from a baby if you listen. So I take all that from
Amen.
We got two benches.
You even thought about that.
Shane and Floyd.
Now we are the greatest father-son in history.
Currently, yeah.
Not because of boxing. Because of this right here. See, no matter what, however ESPN spent it and showed me coming at Shawn and you're gonna do what I say, right? There was probably a whole bunch of other things leading up to that before I got to that point, but they only gonna clip what they want to clip, right? But it doesn't matter because here's the most. When you said the greatest father and son, here's the greatest thing about it. The greatest thing about it is my son will live with me till he was 27 years old. When he moved out and bought his first house, he bought his first house. He was 0.8 miles away from my house. I'm like, dude, why you buy a house so close to me? I thought it'd be cool to live close to you, right? So, a little more than a year ago, he bought another house. He sends me a text message, he said, come to this address. I'm like, this address, why? He's like, I bought a house. Why don't you come see it? I walk out my door, and I look at the GPS, and the house is right across the street from me. Dude, why you buy a house across the street? Because I thought it'd be cool next to my dad.
That's good.
So now I can, out of my bedroom window, look at my son's house, or out of my kitchen, have coffee, and look at my son right out of my kitchen window. My little G-man, that's what I call my grandsons. My little G-man get to ride their motorized vehicles around the house, or my dog walks to Shawn's house every day when I walk and he drives me because he loves to go play with the kids. That's the greatest part of the father and son. So, yeah, that part of it, absolutely. The boxing part of it, championship.
That's a bonus.
It's a bonus.
Yeah, being a dad is everything.
So needless to say, your relationship has grown and flourished over these years of working and training together, boxing and training together.
I would definitely say that. You know, again, it was funny, you know, because you asked about the analyzing thing?
No, he did.
It was funny that day when he said that too. We're like, this dude sounds like an analyst right now, you know. But yeah, absolutely. And you know, I do. Like I said, sometimes I go to my door and Shawn just came right over with his little boys on their little motorized vehicle. That makes my day. It don't get no better than that. It just doesn't get any better than that. So that. If we had to go through all those thousands of miles of running, all those thousands of rounds of hitting bags, and all those thousands of rounds of sparring, and all of these rounds in the amateurs, and all those tournaments all over the place, just to get to the point that we live right next door to each other, and I can walk out of my house and see him, and he can walk over with his babies, it's worth it.
What are your thoughts on the Teofimo fight coming up and the Devin Haney fight coming up?
Who's Teo fighting?
Teo's fighting Campos.
Wow,
they still ain't had that fight. He like, we thought.
Wow, they still trying to. I thought they gave up on it.
He said, who he fight? I know,
I actually had one of my guys sparring with him too. It looked really good, and I thought that he was be successful in the fight. So I still feel the same things about happen. I actually got to go to Cambosa's camp as well in Florida, and I saw him. Tough fighter, but I see T.O. coming out on top of that.
And your thoughts on the
By
Devin Haney
stopping so
fight?
well.
The Devin Haney fight coming up in the top of December. How do you feel
Ooh,
about
that's
that?
a tough one for me. That's a tough one for me.
Easy work,
There's two
Devin.
things going on there. And I know all these guys take this stuff personally.
Yeah.
You signed up for this.
Right.
People gonna talk about you. Some people gonna say something you like. Other people gonna say something you don't like.
Part of criticism.
That's what I mentioned up there. It's just opinions, right? So here we got Devin, ultra talented fighter, born in the gym, basically, been around some of the greatest trainers, not some, the greatest trainers in the world. Everybody from Mayweather to Roy Jones Jr., greatest fighter, Roy Jones Jr.,
Yes.
to greatest fighter in the world, Floyd Mayweather Jr., right? He's been around all of these great people. I even spent a year or two in the gym with him, right? It's been around, so he's absorbed so much from being with these people. I used to say, well, you know, if you go to college, you can learn a lot of things from a book, but if you are also able to travel the world and go places and experience things, you can learn a lot of things through the experiences. So you balance that out, right? So this kid got all these great experiences with all these great people, right? Now, switch it over to JoJo. I was with JoJo for a year in Colorado Springs on the Olympic team. I was the technical coach for the 2012 Olympic team. Pound for pound on that team, no knock against anybody, my job was to do an assessment on everybody on the team and also an assessment on everyone that we were going to fight. Not who was just in the tournament, but who had medals in any tournament leading up to that or even in the previous Olympics. So I had to look at film from guys from 2008 all the way up to 12, because some of the guys from 8 was returning again in 12. Alexander Usyk, who we got a decision over, was one of those guys. He was on the 08 team, came back and got a medal. So, got the gold medal. So, that was my job. Pound for pound, JoJo was the most technically sound fighter on the team. Right? And he's had all these experiences of national tournaments, going to world championships, going to the Olympics. So this is what's going on between him and Devin. The ultra talent, and then this guy who's fundamentally extremely sound and been to all of these different tournaments. So I haven't decided who I'm going to go with. I mean, who I think is going to win that fight.
IQ-wise,
Devin gonna win because Devin is not gonna play JoJo game. See, Devin gonna move around.
Let me say this.
Okay.
Let me say this. And this is from my experiences with both guys. I spent time in the gym with Devin. I spent time with JoJo for a year and traveled to other countries with him, Azerbaijan, and these different places that we went. Right? The ultra talented kid in Devin will probably prevail in this fight, but I haven't went back to study that to see how much they've changed since I actually worked with them.
Yeah.
So if you're pressing me to the, I'm saying Devin, but I know what JoJo is bringing to the table.
Yeah, JoJo.
But I want to see what has changed since then.
Over the course of the years.
Yeah, that's a long time since 2012 to now.
Yeah.
Probably the
9 years.
competition too. I don't know about the competition over there, but Devin, I knew he was great as a kid. You remember you came to Toledo and Devin was Big Nate? Yeah, he recognized me and I wondered who that kid was, and I came here for a Mayweather fight. They said he was the #1 ranked kid in the nation. I knew he was special then. Devin just has to remember he's not a puncher, he's a boxer. He just have to box and move. Yeah, from that Lenore's. Yeah, so hopefully, long as he understand that, it should be easy work in my opinion on that. But I have one question though about the y'all fight. I believe Bud long arms would be a disadvantage for him when Shawn get close, because Bud get wide with his punches.
Yeah.
He gets wide with a shot, so Shawn want to force him to open up. That's how Mean Green clipped him, and different people when they press forward. And
Postal got him too.
Did you take anything away from telling him?
Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, Terrence. Mixed their two names together. Not to take anything away from him at all, but the one thing that I see is it's a little too late to change right now. The one thing that I see is, and logically it makes sense if you think about it. I think his trainer said he won his last 9 fights by knockout.
Right.
Yeah.
Last 7 or something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Tell me if this doesn't make sense to you. So, if you're being successful, you're winning by knockout, there's got to be a point in time where you don't work out as hard as you normally would. Now, his trainer said he does all the time, and even more this time, and I get that. But I'm wondering if, and I'm watching this, I'm wondering if you really put that much time into defense, because you're winning, and you're winning all the time, and you're winning by knockout, so why do I need to work on defense? I don't need to. I'm getting everybody out of here. I don't really need to work on defense, right? Yeah. So I've seen some people touch him.
He's been getting touched.
I've seen some people touch him, and I'm thinking the reason for that is there's no reason for you to really work on defense.
Gamboa touched him. Hey,
because you're winning all the time, and you're being
yeah.
successful in doing so.
Pasternak touched
now,
him.
as far as the long arms being, something that could be a deficit for him, it's also his advantage. He's only 5'8", but he's got arms.
Long reach.
Like a guy that's 6 feet tall or something like that. Right?
Yeah.
We want him to
I told Shawn, stay off center. We worked on that.
Get up on there.
And then I also said, we don't know. This guy may be like Gumby. Maybe he can, do it like this and get the shots off too.
Matrix.
I said, you're gonna have to be on your P's and Q's and be sharp on defense and respect.
Yep.
Be responsible on defense. But that's one thing that
Listen.
stands out for me. Like, why would you even have to work on defense if you're knocking out everybody? And I know boxing to be, being around a lot of boxers and trainers, they don't spend a lot of time on defense.
Because he knows Shawn's capable of touching him.
And that's why he going to be on the back foot more against Shawn. So that's why Shawn got to come forward to make him open up and get back to wide shots, and then we can clip him. Mm-hmm. So that's where we got to get.
Hey guys.
Okay, it's been beautiful, Kenny. It's definitely
Kenny, like he got to go.
Okay, it's been beautiful, Kenny. Thank you.
Much respect, baby.
I got a very good reason to leave here. I got to go work with Tank.
Hey, good luck to you Saturday night, baby.
Good luck, baby.
Thanks for your time. And there you go, the Wilder haters.
KP from Ohio. Give a shout out to Marcus. Ohio runs boxing. I'm rooting for Shawn Porter. We got to have the right game plan to upset Bud and the apple cart. So I'm rooting for Shawn Porter.
If you're moving up there, you can at least say, okay, I'm going to take one more fight with a Charlo or one more fight with a.
And he gave a shout out to him. Yes, so definitely.
But if
It's me and my man, the Wilder hater. We gonna do a show for y'all in a minute. We about to get up out of here though and do that somewhere else. So let's go, champ.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. He said he took points. Did you hear?
I heard, yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed that. That's what I do for y'all. We live, Mandalay Bay.
I got two.
Chance Bud Crawford versus Showtime Shawn Porter. It's going down this Saturday night at the Ultra Michelob Arena, and we in the building. I bring y'all right here side by side with me. Remember what I said. Everybody watching, go to my YouTube channel right now. Brawler Sports Media. Don't procrastinate. Don't delay because you're going to forget. Go ahead and subscribe. It's easy. You hit subscribe. That's it. Set the alarm so you can get the alerts when my content goes up and you don't miss nothing. So, hey, if y'all mess with me like that, hey, show me some love. Go to my YouTube channel. I'm building it up. It's growing, and it is growing. But I need everybody that's on here. If you're tuned in, obviously you like what I'm feeding you content-wise, right? If that's a yes, there's no reason why you shouldn't be subscribed to my channel on YouTube. Brawler Sports Media. Don't go nowhere. I got stuff coming to y'all all this week. Me and my man, the Wilder hater, we're going to do a little show real quick. Recap on that Benavidez fight. Talk about Tank's upcoming fight against Isaac Pitbull Cruz coming up December 5th. At LA at the Staples Center, and then we're gonna also talk about this craziness with Floyd Money Mayweather fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Early 2022 in another exhibition and a bag. All right, so hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. I got more coming. Let's go, champs.
Brawlers, baby.